When you start off with one problem and you end up with three. So this video originally started out as a simple electrical diagnostic and a battery replacement, and as usual on these old classic bikes, once you start messing about with them, everything goes wrong. The unfortunate thing with this bike is the battery is under the tank. I fixed it, I put it back together, and then it didn't run anymore. It's got an electrical problem. I'm going to diagnose it today, and it could be stator, it could be battery, it could be regulator rectifier, but we'll go through it methodically and I'll show you what to do if you ever have this issue with your two-stroke. Okay, I'll try and show you on here what I'm getting. So when it's ticking over, you can clearly see the neutral light there. And when I rev it, it goes slightly dimmer. And there is a problem with the tacho as well. Yeah, so you can quite clearly see that when you rev it, neutral light goes dimmer. I'm thinking more regulator rectifier, but like I said, we'll go through it with the multimeter and fully establish where the issue is. We'll get the tank off, we'll get the seat off, they come in two parts, get the side panels off, and have a look and try and diagnose it from there. So yeah, here I am now, everything's off, tank's off, battery's here. See where we are with this battery, and that is flat. Yeah, that is toast, man, toast. Yeah, I've got a new battery which I charged up last night. That fits perfectly in there. Yeah, we've got 12.3 volts on there, which is how it should be. Now what we've got to do is fire the bike up and see if that's charging. And here's the kicker. So whilst I was busy trying to diagnose this electrical problem and running the bike at about 4,500 RPM to check the voltage, I ended up fouling two of the plugs. So annoying. If you listen out here, you'll hear the exhaust note change. Just listen carefully. 14.2 volts. And that's holding steady while revving as well. Yeah, as you hear that, you can clearly hear the engine sound go dull. This is when one problem turns into two, which then turns into three. So it looks like it was turn that off. Looks like it was the battery. Two strokes, eh? Who'd have them? While we're at it, we'll just have a quick look at the underneath the tanker of the RG. Got left coil pack, right coil pack, obviously cylinder heads and the power valve chambers there. Servo, airbox, and the locking mechanism for the tank, which has got its own little key slot just there. Looks like it was just a flat battery, and the electrics were behaving slightly odd. With obviously the rev counter is powered by the battery, so the battery was just draining and wasn't accepting any charge whatsoever. I hope you've enjoyed that little look around. It does look a bit of a mess down there. All these four-cylinder bikes just look so tightly packed in and cramped. Next step, get the plugs out and see why it's dropped onto two. And on that side as well to change the plugs there. Tank's over there. Hopefully that will all go back on okay like it did yesterday, and we'll give it a little test and make sure it's okay, but I'm hoping that's going to cure it. I've got to gap the plugs obviously, just make sure that the everything gets connected properly as it should do. Right, I'll get some tools out. There you go, one very badly fouled iridium spark plug. About 4 spark plugs to go in, all gapped up. I'll just whack these in. First time. result, 4 new plugs. Those that were fouled weren't working, they're all working now, and it's all running good like it should, which is good news. Just first kick, away it goes. And that's how it should sound. I know this bike, I know it inside out. So I'll get it all back together and I'll get it out for a test ride at some point. The RG is finally back together. Owning 2-strokes is great, don't get me wrong. It rewards you no end. But these bikes, you know, they're 40 years old. Things don't line up anymore like they should do. It's hard work and it can be frustrating. But hey, you know, we put up with it because of what they are. One bike, 3 problems. Started out with the battery and then went to ignition problem when I put it all back together. There's a schoolboy error of putting it back together before it makes sure it runs properly, so I had to take it all apart again. And I had a bit of paintwork damage from a fuel leak. The fuel leak I had was round here, which is expected. This is the you know, breather, fuel overflow. And when I took it off, a bit of fuel splashed out on there, went around the rim of here, and when I was putting the tap back on, I noticed a huge blister over here. It was obviously fuel had got underneath it, and when I took this off, yeah, it's not sealed properly. Detached the paint, or the fuel had detached the paint from the metalwork and caused a blister, and I had to heat it up with a hairdryer and gently get it back. But it's just one of those things. One small problem turns into one big problem. What I always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, yeah, we had to get to the battery to check, but it caused so many other issues. These bikes, as everybody will tell you, don't run very well if you're coasting them about at low RPM. They're just gonna foul the plugs. I've now put copper core plugs in, what it's supposed to have, and I have started it up, and I think you saw it earlier, it runs beautifully. It's now 10:30 at night, so I'm not going to be running it again anymore. If you enjoyed this and you want 2-strokes, I'm going to do a video of what it's like to own 2-strokes, and also if you're considering buying an old classic bike as an investment or to ride. I ride all mine. I think they should be out there and be seen, but some people buy them for investments, and each to their own. But I'll give you a buyer's guide, tour of what to look out for and what are the pitfalls on these bikes. Yeah, they're great bikes and they're really rewarding, and I love them, and they are iconic, and that's why we keep them in this tip-top condition and make sure that they're running. If you do enjoy this sort of stuff and you want to see more, I'm going to do the hard work for you and let you know what the deal is with these things. We're going to be doing a lot of talking about 2-strokes over the summer anyway, as well as other stuff. I'll put a couple of videos up here and here for you to have a look at. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more, don't forget to hit subscribe. Really important to us. Give us a like, leave us a comment, tell us about your 2-stroke woes and what's the worst thing you've ever had to deal with. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that and go to bed. Laters.